Welcome to Day 1, Star Wars Celebration Chicago 2019, The Force Always. This is going to be news, views, reviews, interviews, all in one. It's about Day 1 here at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago 2019. That's what we're in. These are my old and new passes. Just, rocking the bling, if you were to say. But let's get into the news. The only real piece of information I got today is that November 12 is when Disney Plus, that's right, Disney Plus will kick off their streaming service. That's November 12 of this year, 2019. Disney Plus will kick off their streaming service that will include Star Wars TV, live action series and animation, one being The Mandalorian, highly anticipated. There's going to be a panel for that in the days ahead. Anyway, to more news, which is all about Star Wars Celebration, really. Look, today, Day 1, it was a very tough day. The only thing I was able to get done was sort of get there and get into a massive line for the Star Wars Celebration store. I thought I'd get that way out of the way in the beginning, as there was no panels today and there was no autograph and photo opportunities and things like that. And the line was at about 6 to 7 hours. Shopping in there was about an hour, and then I had a bit of a fiasco at the payment, and that took about a couple of hours there itself. So it was almost about a 10-hour day. I only got a smidgen look at the exhibition area of Star Wars. It's fantastic. It looks great. You should be getting some more of that type of footage in the days ahead. It was a good day, but I've got to add Grotix, who are in charge of the payment services, like credit cards when you're paying for something in the Star Wars shop or things like that, and also a part of the panel lottery, have really failed a number of people, including myself. I sent in panel lotteries for a number of the panels. I have not even received a yes or no confirmation for about 3 of the 4 panel lotteries I entered. And it's just and I went to customer service there for Grotix. Grotix is in charge of it, and they could not really resolve me this issue. They had put it forward to Grotix, and with the other numbers of complaints. It's a real tough system they're doing there, this computerized system where you get a lottery. A lot of people there, I'm finding, international and locals, are finding the lottery system to be, even though it's fair, it's still just a ridiculous system. You pay all this money and you come here for a lottery. I mean, I can quite easily do that at home, buy myself a lotto ticket and see if I win, and not take on this travel and things like that. I think it's a very bad idea. The Grotix people need to get their act together. They're causing, delays for international guests, especially. As you can see shortly in the show, I interviewed a 501st Legion sort of person, representative, and he'll give you some more about that. But it's, the display there, I'm finding it's good. But I just was stuck in the Star Wars Celebration store all day, the whole day. It opened technically at 1 or 2 o'clock today and finished at 8. I was unable to sort of really see what the exhibition was. I did run in there for a quick second towards the end after my fiasco with the credit card thing there, or the any cards that you use there. It was just finding it very tough using international cards. My card is from a very strong bank in Australia, and it just wouldn't accept it because of it wasn't a 5-pin number when it's only a 4-pin. It's a bit of a complicated story, but don't worry. And so tomorrow is the big day at Star Wars Celebration. It's going to be the Episode 9 title reveal and the teaser trailer and or poster, things like that. So watch out for day 2 on this channel. It's going to be a big one. Shortly after this, news, views, reviews and interviews sort of segment all in one type of thing. I'm actually back at the hotel right now, going to get a couple of hours sleep and get back there. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. So stay tuned tomorrow, day 2 for the Star Wars Celebration at Chicago 2019. We are in line at the moment. We've been about 4 hours in line for the Star Wars Celebration shop, and we've got a couple of hours to go. I'm here with a special guest. His name is Omar. He's from the 501st Legion. Hello, Omar.
Hello, everyone.
Now, can you explain to the folks at home or wherever they're showing this video a bit more about yourself with the 501st Legion? What's your role? Things like that.
Well, I'm a member of the 501st Legion, and I held several different positions with the outpost, the UAE, and currently I'm serving as commanding officer of the Saudi Arabian outpost.
Right, that's quite a high-ranking rank in the 501st. That's great, Saudi Arabia, and representing here at Star Wars Celebration Chicago. Now, look, you've come all this way. We're in a line at the moment, 4 hours. Did you apply for any of the panel lotteries?
Well, yes, I applied for all of them.
Okay, so did you get in any of the panel lotteries?
Nope, not one.
What about the any of the like Hasbro or Funko lotteries?
No. I even applied for those. It wasn't high on my list. Even those were basically sorry.
Yeah.
Better luck next time.
So he's travelled all the way from Saudi Arabia. He's a 501st member, and I must extend, his views are his views, not from the 501st Legion. But he's got into no panels, the major panels that is, after applying to every single lottery. Tell me a bit more, how do you feel about that?
Well, it's a bit disappointing. I mean, coming all the way here, it was a 16-hour direct flight and then another 3 hours from Saudi. And, not to be able to attend a single panel, it's a bit, distressing and upsetting as well. Previously, we were able to attend the panels if you had queued up early enough. So at least out of all the panels, you could guarantee 1 or 2. Like if you queued up long enough for them now. Yeah. With this lottery system, it just from day one, you don't have any luck or chance to basically attend any of the other panels. Yeah. No matter if they're full or not. So this is kind of, I think a bit misplanned in my view.
Yes. So if there's a way of fixing the idea of not having a panel lottery, what would you think to do?
Well, the panel lottery fixes one problem, but if it's implemented properly, it will be maybe something that communication would resolve in terms of getting more information out early enough, how the system works. Not a lot of people know how the lottery itself worked. Specific timing, we have to dig the information on our own, and it wasn't clear from the start. Information kept on changing, and people didn't really know how to deal with it. So a lot of people were applying to everything, like myself. Yeah. So now, looking at this, and a lot of my friends who are also here share the same view that they missed out on a lot of panels, and some of them all.
Look, personally, myself, I applied to all the panels as well, and there's been a bit of an IT issue with my one. I got into one panel so far, which is a good one, but still. So, well, thank you very much. I'm very lucky for that. But I must admit, coming from all the way from Australia, that's a 25-hour flight, and poor Omar, he's done a flight as well, a long flight. It's a little bit unfair, I think, for the international travellers. But I think look, you're still going to line up, long queues. We've been 4 hours so far in this queue. This is the Star Wars Celebration store. We've still got a couple of hours to go. I don't know if the lotteries really solve anything. But I really feel for Omar here, being a 501st Legion member, dedicating his life outside of work and things like that to Star Wars, and come to Star Wars itself through a celebration. It's a little bit unfair. Anyway, look, Omar, thank you very much for being part of the show. And again, his views not a part of the 501st Legion. He's very dedicated and very humble in my opinion, but thank you again for being part of the show.
Well, thank you.